Welcome, this is Weasel today talking about Equinox and what she's best used for, DPS. There are two ways to build around this damage dealing spec. The first is a general all-purpose build for every level, and the second is a higher power, lower survivability build used for low tier missions like lift relics and certain alerts up to level 20. Equinox's passive is a nice little bonus, health orbs giving a small amount of energy and energy orbs restoring a small amount of health. Don't have to worry about that one too much. Going over the moves, firstly we have Metamorphosis. This ability switches your forms between day and night, effectively setting what the rest of your abilities are going to do. You'll usually start in night form. Secondly is Arrest and Rage. Night form will put enemies to sleep, while day form makes them become more vulnerable to damage. As we are focusing primarily on DPS, we'll ignore this move. Thirdly, we have Pacify and Provoke. Night form will reduce damage inflicted by nearby enemies, while day form increases the strength of nearby allies. While these sound nice, there's a constant energy drain that we do not need for this build. In my testing, the ability strength buff you can give allies is nowhere near as good as a Rhino Roar or similar. Definitely not worth building around. Lastly, we have the bread and butter, what we use to do all the damage, Mend and Maim. These two are toggled on, drain energy constantly, and are then reused to release the heal or damage stored. Starting in night form is Mend, which saves up health from each enemy killed and then releases it to heal allies in range. When we swap to day form, we get Maim. Maim puts a slash proc on enemies in range and will store damage from each enemy killed while it's in range. You can then release this damage or release this energy to destroy anything that's in your range. First thing to know here is you don't have to get the kill. Anybody can get the kill as long as they're in your range. It'll store up in your damage. Alright, the first build we have is a general purpose main build. Efficiency is key here to keep the energy drain low so we can have main running non-stop. Range is our next target. We need as much as possible in order to have main active on everyone around us. Duration is never bad. It doesn't seem to help as much with the energy drain as efficiency, so we'll ignore it. Strength is not needed at all, as you store damage from what you kill, and you're not going for the kills from your slash damage. Corrosive projection is always welcome in any group. Energy siphon is not recommended, as you will have maim on constantly and will not get the energy restore from it. Overextended, Auger Reach, Stretch, and Cunning Drift will give us all the range we need, while Prime Vigor will give us the survivability needed. Streamline and a rank 4 fleeting expertise max out our efficiency at the 175%, while Prime Continuity boosts saturation over 100%, so we don't suffer increased energy costs for main. If you go under 100%, you will notice your energy cost will increase. Exless mod slot can be filled with the Coaction Drift, boosting the auras of everyone in your group. This setup nets us a nice, easily maintainable 0.88 energy per second drain while main is active, and a tiny 13 energy drain to cast it. Of course, if you don't have certain mods, you can always swap stuff out, like Prime Vigor for Vitality or Normal Vigor, Prime Continuity for Normal Continuity. Auger Reach can also be swapped out for a Normal or a Prime Flow if you encounter energy troubles. Recommended Arcanes are going to be your Energize and your Guardian for the extra energy and the extra armor. Obviously, if you don't have either of those, buy a Guardian, they're cheap. Swap the Energize for a Grace or another second Guardian, something to make you a bit tankier. Playstyle is rather easy. You spawn, you will pop your Metamorphosis to get into your day form, activate your maim, and run around as normal. As you kill enemies, you will notice a buff build up in the top right of your screen called maim. Keep an eye on this number and try to learn when it's enough to nuke your current level enemies. So run around, notice the slash procs that CC enemies briefly, and kill them building up your maim. When it's ready, activate your fourth ability to release the damage onto all other enemies in range. Reactivate it straight away to get the maim dot ticking and stacking the damage again. Rinse and repeat. Cool thing to notice is it will store the damage from energy killed in its radius by anyone in your squad. Onto the high power strength, low level nuker build. We have swapped quite a few mods around while still keeping efficiency at the 175% mark and duration at 105, so as to maintain our low cost on maim. We have opted to drop a lot of range in order to boost our strength and add on a defensive mod, in this case Vitality. Natural Talent ensures we don't suffer too much from releasing and reactivating our maim, which you should be doing often in low level missions. Energy conversion helps by boosting our strength after picking up an energy orb, ensuring that every time we activate main, we have a high enough slash damage proc to kill most enemies meso level and under. Using this on lower levels, you should only have to stop to shoot armoured mobs unless you choose to nuke them with the whole room.